I think we should start off this by one of these questions that people ask a lot. And I'm going to ask you, George, what were you thinking? You told us about something recently, and I literally was floored. And I thought, George, maybe you're doing it for content. Maybe you're doing it for experience. But George, can I just give the punchline?
Yeah.
Was an Instacart shopper. Yes.
Recently.
He was. Like a month ago.
Yeah. I signed up.
Because you're on baby step 7.
So yeah, they're
really
confused
making the
because
extra
generally you'd be doing the side hustle to hit a short-term financial goal. We're trying to get out of debt, so I'm taking all the jobs I can. This was not the case with me. I did it for fun, like a sociopath. But here's what happened.
So part of it was motivation, though, because of like the job you do. And we talk about side hustles a lot, right? So actually, you're a very selfless person.
Thank you for saying that. You're the first.
And then also tell us about the shopping experience.
Okay.
How hard is an Instacart shopper?
We might need all day to talk about it. Y'all, it is not for the faint of heart.
Stop.
I was like, I can grocery shop. It's not that hard. Little did I know, I'd be at the Sprouts bulk bin at 9:30 at night, picking out licorice with a plastic tong, and they're all stuck together.
No.
I had every experience was horrific. Everyone had its own unique little challenge.
Oh, no.
I thought, a prescription from Publix. This should be easy. I can just get the prescription, deliver the prescription. Nope. They have to be home to sign off legally. Otherwise, you go to jail.
Oh, no.
So I'm knocking on the door. 7 dogs are barking at me through the glass. I'm frightened for my life. I'm calling her. She's like, I'm at a concert. I'm like, well, lady, I can't give you the prescription unless you're home. She says, what do you mean? I need the prescription. I was like, oh my gosh, is this lady going to die on my watch? So then I'm in a conundrum. So I go back to Publix.
It's a medical emergency.
And I have to make it back to Publix pharmacy to return it in time so that she can even pick it up in the morning.
Oh, no. Why did she do that, though? That's her fault.
Thank you.
Americans.
So there was just at every turn, and then it was like, I'm going to the nicest neighborhoods I've ever been into. I'm surprised they even let me in. Gated communities. I need to find a code. They didn't give me a code.
Oh, no.
$3 tip, Rachel. $3 tip. I'm lugging gallons of water.
Shame on you. I'm not about shame, but shame on you all in a gated community.
And can I tell you?
Tip $3 to little George.
You know the community well, Rachel. It wasn't your neighborhood.
No, but it was the blank.
A ritzy community. Yes. $3 tip for little old George lugging all those gallons of water.
That is terrible. Can I say, it makes me feel better. Because we really don't Instacart anymore. I will do Costco because sometimes I'm like, I don't have time on Saturdays to go and do my full run. So that is one time I will. But I do a percentage. And I do like a 15, 20%. I mean, a lot of our bill goes to that tip.
$3.
But you know what? I always get a thank you for the great tip. And I remember being like, okay. Until I heard your story that people only tip $3.
Yeah.
Now, that
happened multiple times.
Pick them up like a thing of bananas?
No, I'm telling you, there was gallons upon gallons of waters and I had to make multiple trips to the trunk just to carry this stuff.
So bad.
My last Instacart run, $0 tip.
No, they didn't even tip you.
0, and this was like I'm texting
Does
back and
Instacart
forth.
will they pay you though, like an hourly thing, or is it strictly just tips?
So you get paid for the trip, which is minimal. And then you also get tipped on top of that. And there can be bonuses that based on the time of day and peak hours and all of that.
Okay.
So I'll tell you what I made over doing this. I counted the hours. I did 5 total hours. I made $149. Not in one day, over the course of a week or two.
But 5 hours.
5 total hours.
You made this sound like a 48-hour deal.
No, I was doing this for about a week or two.
Okay, 5 hours. And how much? Sorry.
$149.
Okay.
And they guaranteed, like, hey, you'll do 7 trips. You're guaranteed to make $100 on those 7 trips.
Yeah.
And so I didn't even hit the minimum, and they ended up giving me the full amount.
Okay.
Plus tips. And I did get a secret tip from the lady about the prescription because she felt really bad.
Oh, that's sweet.
She insisted.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, yeah.
Kid, do you recommend it?
Here's the good part. Didn't have to deal with, like, people in my vehicle, right? So if that's you,
like
I get
Uber
it.
or something.
Uber, there's like strangers getting in and out of your car. I get especially for ladies, that would make me uncomfortable. Yeah. I don't want my wife out there, picking up strangers. So in that regard, it's better. Because it's kind of on your own time. You're in a Kroger at 9:30 at night, just going, "Hey man, they're out of Diet Starry. Is Diet Sprite?" You're dealing with all the stuff what's out of stock in the store. You're hoping they get back to you in time. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of annoying and stressful.
Yep.
Like I realized, I'm a good shopper. Like I would never ask someone to go. I was in the bulk bin scooping rice, weighing it to get exactly 1 pound of wild rice for them.
Yes.
Exactly 1 pound of red licorice. And I thought, what psychopath? Are they doing this to torture me? Do they know it's me specifically on the other end?
Oh, man.
So it ended up being about $30 an hour.
Okay.
To that I say, that's a good side hustle. $30 an hour. That's
but it's work. To your
but
point,
it is work.
Which is a job.
Yes. And that's before,
working.
That's not counting the wear and tear in the vehicle, the gas, whatever.
That's right.
I drive an electric car. The gas was not a problem for me.
Yep.
But it was work. And every time I left the house, my wife was like, why are you doing this again? I'm like, for fun/content. Listen, it really was just an experiment.
No, I think, and I appreciate that. Good for you, George.
Yeah.
I'm
willing to do the work.
So we typed in like crazy side hustles on Reddit.
Yes.
And there's some funny ones, y'all.
Okay, we're going to rate these 1 to 10.
Okay.
Odd jobs from Craigslist. Here's the quote. I've done everything from local fruit delivery to working a dinosaur exposition. That's a 10 for me.
Oh, for sure. Charles, this is what my son will do. He will do a dinosaur exposition. That's amazing. Well done.
What is the exposition part?
I bet you're touring like a place where dinosaur fossils were found in Denver, which...
Not that you've ever done that. Not that it was a terrible experience.
We went on a dinosaur tour in Denver, y'all. Supposedly it was where the first, Stegosaurus was found on Earth. And it's my son's favorite dinosaur. So we bought...
You're telling me geographically, in the entire world...
Google it. That's what they claim in Denver. Yes.
The first stego found in Denver.
Yes. And then it's a little bait and switch, because they're like, come see a Stegosaurus. So we're like, you know what? We'll pay for it because it was a good setup. It's right by the Red Rocks in Denver. We're like, okay, and if you work for this company, it's great. It's fine. I don't want to bash them. But
it's not your Yelp review.
But you go, and then they're like, look at the side of this rock. Do you see all the footprints? Y'all?
There's no footprints?
It's just a rock. And you're like, yeah.
And that's where Jesus carried the dinosaur. You don't see it. He was carrying the dinosaur.
And then you go through an hour tour and you stop at all these things that are kind of, and then finally they're like, do you want to see bones from a Stegosaurus? And once they're like, thank God, yes, we do. And you expect like a
full stego.
Nope.
It's not just a bone.
It's another rock with a thing sticking
like
out.
Fossilized.
And they're just like, there's the leg,
That's
not
so
great.
sad.